Canadian Solar and their subsidiary CSI is listed on Shanghai Stock Exchange, and we can see that Canadian Solar will own 62 to 64% depending on different factors of the new CSI on the Shanghai Stock Exchange. And at current yesterday's closing market, the valuation was at $9.5 billion for CSI, and given that Canadian Solar owns 62% of those 9.5 billion. This results in roughly 5.6 billion US dollar in additional value to the enterprise value of Canadian Solar. Now, obviously, this is something that we still don't see being reflected in the market. We can see that if we go to Yahoo Finance and we look at the price of the stock, it's still like between 35 to 40 as it's been for a long time now, and the market capitalization of Canadian Solar is still at 2.4 billion US dollar. So something needs to change here in my point of view, but who knows how long that will take. So to the next part of the news, and we can see that Canadian Solar has actually started the process of investing almost 250 million US dollar into a new manufacturing plant of 5 gigawatts of solar panels in United States. I think this is in Mesquite, I don't know how to pronounce that, in Texas. And just to show you how important this deal is, actually one of the leading senators in the United States, Ted Cruz, seems to be really happy about the investment and the number of jobs. I think 1,500 new jobs created. So this is good publicity also for Canadian Solar, and probably this will help to just reduce the risk of any problems between China and the United States that will affect the Chinese companies. Now, jumping to the price action of Canadian Solar, the stock, we can see that it's still bound between these like high 40s to mid 40s and somewhere, let's say, high 20s and low 30s, and it's been just bouncing off in this kind of stage up and forth, and for basically most of 2022 and half of 2023. And we see that we've spoken so many times before that the valuation is quite low, both on a price to sales ratio and price to earnings ratio, and the growth of the company is really good. So question would be that maybe we are like, next time we test this upper limit here around 45, if they break out and the market conditions are right, maybe we would see finally a push towards new, let's say, challenging the all-time high that is at 67.39 cents. And lastly, let's go to what's going to happen soon and next earnings. So we can see that the next earnings is estimated, still not announced, but it's estimated to be in mid to late August, probably late August I would guess. And we need to look for how the margins have been moved in the past 3 months. So that's really important. Have a look at the margin improvements, or in worst case scenario, maybe they come worse. And we can see that on the right side on the image, you can see that we have the tables of the leaderboard of shipments in Q1 2023. And Canadian Solar actually clocked in, as I think I see here, that is 6.1 gigawatts for Q1. Now, they are saying that in the outlook of the last quarter, they are saying that they expect to ship anywhere from 8.1 to 8.4 gigawatts in Q2, which still would give them the 5th place, but they are increasing really fast. And we know that their revenue in Q1 was 1.7 billion, but we'll see that their revenue in Q2 is probably close to 2.5 billion, as they said in their outlook. And I hope to see that we are at the upper range of the guided margin for next quarter. They guided from 19 to 21%. And I mean, it's difficult to say, but if the margin is improving a bit and their revenue basis is also improving a really good chunk, you could say that if the R&D investments are quite stable, this could end up to be very good for the EPS, earnings per share, in the long run. So I'm really looking forward to the next earnings, both for Canadian and of course for Jinko Solar and the other competitions as well. And just having a look at the changes in the raw material and up and downstream products, we can see that the polysilicon price is still going down, although there seems to be some indications that the downtrend is stabilizing a bit. And I found a really good commenter on Seeking Alpha. This comment engineering's Eddie, and I've been following him a while, and he's really well read into the market, and he had a really good line here, and according to him as well, that the polysilicon price should bottom soon, which it seems to be doing, and this is leading to that the upstream prices like wafers and silicons, as you can see in this image here. So you have the polysilicon, and then you get your ingots and wafers, and then here where you see Canadian Solar operating and Jinko Solar, where they actually make their own cells and modules and some wafers, of course, and ingots to some degree. So yeah, so he says that the upstream prices like the polysilicon and ingots seems to be dropping faster than the downstream, whereas that would be the modules and cells. So in this scenario, there are good chances that we will see increasing margins, and I'm hopeful to see margins at the upper end in the, let's say at least 20%, and some outlook that maybe next year or late this year we would get close to 24-25%. I mean, you could argue that if they are going to ship, let's say 12 to 15 gigawatts in the Q4 of this year, there is good chance that we could see much improve the gross margins. So yeah, thank you for watching the video, and please make sure to like and subscribe the video. This will help me to continue do this, and yeah, I will definitely keep an eye on the solar market again. Thank you.